Hello! In this video we will be covering safety basics. It will be a test orientation with no preparation, so I will be showing a video of somebody performing a task, and the question will be, what safety are they not following? This is not a procedural approach, this is more of a general introduction to the thought process behind safety. However, I will be showing in each video doing something unsafely, so be aware that that is not an example, it is to warn you. And if anything bad happens, it will be because I was not aware of the safety procedure. So, keep in mind these things can be done in an emergency, but it must be intentional. Any of these things, if done unintentionally or not observed, could cause serious injury. Let's begin.
I'm Mr. Wirenut. I'm going to tell you what he was doing wrong. In that clip, he was wearing his shirt inside out and backwards. You should always wear all clothing as intended. That is important. However, only when performing job duties, because you represent your company.
Thanks, Mr. Wirenut. I really appreciate your input. You always keep me honest. Remember, it's important to take any advice regarding safety, regardless of who it comes from, inferior, equal, or superior within the company. Always be as safe as possible. Remember, sometimes it's not possible to be safe, but as long as you're aware of it, for example, you're wearing headphones and you don't need any distractions, because you are performing a difficult coordination task with safety involved, such as overhead welding at height, I think it would be appropriate to wear headphones so that nobody interrupts you. However, generally speaking, if you're not aware of that specific scenario, it's a terrible idea. What if we have to shut her down, shut her down, shut her down?
Right you are, Alex. And remember, always check company policy. It may be appropriate under your contract to wear headphones during dangerous, uninterruptible coordination activities only if you inform your safety man that you are wearing them, or they are connected to a phone, or both. Always talk to your superior officer about policy. Don't go shooting off the hip, Tex. In this next video, we will observe the man do a task, and I will ask, what did he do wrong? In this clip, we cannot see the man's face, head, or clothing, so therefore we cannot make a determination as to whether or not those are safe. However, he will be performing a task involving snips. For the first test, we will see what he is doing wrong. Yo! Don't do it that way. I know that you weren't cutting towards your fingers. However, it's always good policy to have your gloves on for this type of activity, because you may be touching the edges very soon.
For something like this, a variety of gloves might work. However, I'm going to use my nice leather gloves because I haven't worn them in a while and I'd like to break them in for a welding task I have later. It does have a hole in it, which is not ideal, but for something like this, where there's not flame flying everywhere, I think it should be fine. A lot of people say that it reduces sensation, or that it makes it harder to be coordinated, but that just means you need to be better. I would rather do it slowly, and carefully, and with resistance, than risk possible injury. Total man work hours are based off of injury and sickness, so as long as you maintain safety and health, you will actually get more done in the long run. Remember, it's not always the easy path that looks the fastest that is the best. Slow and steady does, after all, win the race. And to be honest, now that I'm wearing these gloves and I'm less concerned about touching the edges of the piece, I'm actually doing what I would consider a much better job than I had and would have otherwise. That is why it is never, ever, ever too late to do the right thing, or listen to somebody with an outside perspective, even if they are just a Sparky. Wirenut, what am I doing? What are you doing?
I'm just smoking behind this tree, that's all.
Okay, well, we're moving on to the next task. Would you like to come?
Yeah, I'm coming.
Okay. Boy, I sure am glad I threw these gloves on, even though they have a lot of little holes here and there. It sure is nice to be able to touch the edge of this without worrying about possible injury. Plus, I can do a much more thorough job at shaping the shim for its intended purpose, which here will be securing this to the bottom of that and making it the same width as this, so that I can have this on one side as a spacer and this on the other side. And after siliconing, I will be able to keep oil here and bend wire there. However, before I can get that far, I need to drill some holes. I've already done that, however, so we'll just discuss here the fact that I've left all these shavings everywhere, which not only would ruin the mating surface between the bottom of the flange of the clamp and the top of the surface of the table, but could also hurt someone else down the line who had forgot to wear their gloves. Always assume that the guy after you is stupider than you. So I'm going to sweep that up, and then we will drive the screws. This next one is a bit of a trick question. First of all, we will be using a wood bit on some plastic in order to pre-drill the hole for the oil reservoir, but I want you to see if you can figure out what I'm doing wrong. I hope you can't see my eyes, but in case you can, I'll cover them. And before we start, let's make sure our drill works. We don't want to get surprised by anything. It does. Alright, so here we go. I promise I'm wearing hearing protection, you just can't see it because it's a cochlear implant. Let's see if you can figure out what I'm doing wrong. Oh no, I broke my phone.
Oh my gosh, what weren't you doing wrong? I'm just looking at it like it's a miracle you got it done. I mean, you didn't even get all the way through. I guess the one thing you did do right is you pulled your fingers back when you were about to bust through. And I guess that's a clean enough looking hole for plastic to run a screw through. And if you're not going to use a washer, it's probably the best way to do it. However, you tried to take the drill bit out while this was in there. And so the drill bit and this came flying out. Thank God you were wearing safety glasses, at least. And B, I know you weren't wearing hearing protection. You don't have cochlear implants. Don't lie to me. Hey, shh. Don't tell the boss, all right? All right.
Anyway, also don't keep secrets. Now let's go ahead.
Hey, no, come back here. No, the other thing is, you had hangly-danglies.
Well, they weren't coming from my neck, and they weren't headphones, and there's nothing lanyards or phones around my neck.
It doesn't matter. You shouldn't even really wear gloves around a drill unless you have both hands on it. That chuck can suck anything in and really ruin your day. If your drawstring on your pants would have got caught in there, it would have flung the drill around and kicked you in the balls. Do you want to get kicked in the balls? You'd kick yourself in the balls.
Hey, listen, I get it. I did a lot of things wrong. That was the point of the video. I was aware of them, and nothing bad happened. Can you chill?
Yeah, I'm chill. I wanted everyone to know how serious it is. All drawstrings and danglies, no matter the height, are forbidden. Unless, I don't know.
And I will be wearing sight protection. It's right here. It's the most important safety equipment you have. I've used this card to scrape away everything. Crap, you can teleport?
Yeah. I just wanted to check out over here. It looks really good.
Thank you. I'm ready to do my first screw. I'm going to make sure that my spacer is in there correctly on both sides before I place the first screw. I'm going to use the long screw on this side and confirm that it has something to drive into and there's no wires that are live on the other end, and that is true. And now I'm going to line everything up. My God, there's not enough light in here. plus I had to unplug all the electrical wires because I wanted to make sure that this place was clear. Well, it looks like I wasn't supplied and prepared with the proper safety glasses. Remember, shaded safety glasses are blind safety glasses, even if they are comfortable. Anyway, have a wonderful day, everyone. I hope that you learned something today. And remember, safety is only as effective as its ability to increase the reliability and quality of the final product. Have a good day.